Virgos, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Jupiter's here with us today, of course. If you have a cat, you know what I'm dealing with here. But I love their energy, and Jupiter, that's his name. He brings the positive energy. He brings the good luck to whoever's reading he joins. So Virgos, there's some luck shifting for you today or this month. I also, when I was kind of shuffling the cards before I started, I saw the Wheel of Fortune as well. So things are looking up for you guys this month. So loving that. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Virgos. So we're going to get some information and guidance for you all that can help you in your highest, on your highest path, for your highest good, give you some awareness. And it's all for the good, right? So let's see here, Virgos. If you're new, thanks for joining in. So, first card, we're going to get started. Just dive in. Miracles, of course, the Northern Lights, Iceland. Yep. So we have good luck. We have miracles coming in. Reflection, Mount Shasta's moon, California. And growth, the Amazon rainforest, Brazil. You know, I'm getting this vibe of abundance with this growth card. I don't always, get that, but I definitely feel this like abundance coming in June, or sorry, July. Something's gonna kind of unfold in a way that's like a miracle, right? Like unexpected, kind of like, wow, I can't believe that happened so fast or that easy. If you haven't, take a look at the first week of July, the weekly reading, because it does also talk about kind of unexpected, surprising things, and that's in the first week of July. But depending on when you watch this, I do feel like something's going to happen that's going to help you grow in some area of your life. It could be financially, it could be work related, could just be energetically, emotionally, relationships. But there's something about the reflection card here. It's like coming to me right now, like in regards to like a mirror, like something's mirroring something to you that is very important for you. Some self-reflection here. I'm also seeing like inner growth. Like we can't just always either expect that the external world is going to reflect abundance and give us money and give us all these great things if inside of ourselves, we're in a completely like opposing energy. And this isn't about that we always need to be in this like high vibe state, but we're kind of shifting into an energetic frequency, and this is in general in the earth plane of we always have to be on this quest for growth, and not just and I'm not talking externally, I'm talking internally. We are here on this earth plane because our soul wanted to come down to grow. And if we look at our life up until this point, have we grown? Have we faced the things that make us uncomfortable? have we really dug into the emotions that we keep trying to push away? I definitely feel too, this image just came to me of like being in a completely dark, let's say, cave, like it's completely pitch dark. And all of a sudden, the light of the moon moves, and all of a sudden it comes through and it completely shines on something in this dark, pitch black cavern. And whatever it's shining its light on, I feel like it's very important for you to really focus on that, look into it. So if you feel like this month something's really being like spotlighted, highlighted, that's kind of like a direction of you need to look into this. And if it means that it's shining a light on a part of you that you don't like or that you don't want to feel, it's very important here in this month. And you know, Virgos, I feel like the last couple months have really been about diving into doing some really deep healing. Healing any mother wounds, that's been a big one. And there's a lot of reflection going on. So if there's been people in your life, situations, feedback, if you've been feeling really triggered, even if you've been ill, I feel like there's something that really needs your attention. And it's not about the external world, it's within yourself. How can you just nurture yourself to become better? And you can't grow if you're stuck in belief systems or energy that is opposing. So let's see. Let's keep diving in. Page of Swords. Ace of Swords. Okay, so some major truth. Some major information coming in. There's definitely information coming in that's going to help you. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. So there's definitely something that has to end here. This could tie back to family ties. I'm hearing family ties. So there's some, again, this goes back to the same theme, Virgos, you've had for a couple months. There's some family ties of pain, betrayal, just feeling stabbed in the back. That could be something that's could be a trend in the family. But there's something with family ties here that we need to face, and we need to kind of integrate this. And it could be very uncomfortable. It could be very uncomfortable. If there's pain that you haven't really, like I said, allowed that energy by feeling, by facing it, by nurturing it. But I do feel like there's something coming in that's potentially some insight, information, guidance. There could be someone that's here to also help you with this, with the 3 of Pentacles. There's something really theme here already that I'm getting in July, a theme of support. So it's interesting with Cancer, we're in Cancer, the sun's in Cancer, and Cancer energy is about nurturing energy. It's about home and family and hearth and like that really strong grounding into where we feel good and creating the connections within ourselves and externally that feel like home. So I do feel like there is this also theme for you, which is coming through about support here, because the 3 of Pentacles is about building a solid foundation or building with others. It can be about just energetically a home. It could be projects or work, But there definitely is something that this is impacting the ties that bind you, the family ties that have really played a big part in how your life is shaking up or not shaking up. But what's happening here is, on the other side, what's being asked that wants to come through here is something that you really want. And this is where the miracles come in. So it could be miracle, like something could just drops in your lap that really helps you. Information, it could be some sort of therapist or modality of energy work or whatever it is. It could even just be like, you know, a book. But something comes in that really helps you this month. And it's going to help you uncover something that you've really wanted. All right, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So with this King and Queen, this could be about like you working with somebody here, or this could be a partnership. But I really feel like maybe the two of you are actually trying to work together on solving something or creating more stability in your life. Maybe it's in your relationship. Maybe it's something about your life in regards to work or money or something like that. But I feel like it's about the two of you coming together to create a support system for one another that's going to help you navigate the waters, you know, navigate the waters, because when you have two people rowing together, it's going to be easier than always one person trying to row everybody on the boat. So I do feel like things are moving in a good direction here, but it's going to move in a good direction if the two of you support each other. So if you feel like you're in a connection or a situation where you're doing all the work, I do feel like someone's going to help to lighten the load. If you feel like you're in a relationship where the other person is doing everything to support the life or your relationship, maybe it's asking for you to step up, especially from an emotional standpoint. But there's this, like, the King of Cups is holding so there's this emotional standpoint of support, but there's also this physical with the Queen of Pentacles of actually physically doing things. It could be money-wise. It could be just doing more things physically. But there's something here about support. Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So there is potentially uncertainty right now around something. I do feel like somebody is being a little stubborn. And there's some opportunities here, or there's something being offered, and this person is too stubborn to really accept the help or accept something that's being offered that's going to help them. And instead, they just kind of want to kind of wallow in their situation or, you know, something they're dealing with here, because definitely there's this sense of uncertainty. But I feel like the guidance here is about looking forward and it's not about solving everything all at once right here, right now. Okay, it's about the Nine of Pentacles. It's about having a vision. It's about having a direction, a goal, an intention, and just focusing on one day at a time right now. And that's what's going to get you through it. But there's definitely some miracles happening here. So if a miracle shows up and there's somebody, if it's you or someone in your life who wants to be stubborn, and it's like, hey, here's something that came out of nowhere that's a miracle to help you or them or a situation, and they're being stubborn about it, they may need a little nudge here. But there could be some potential options here, and it's almost like they don't want to look at either. But I think There's definitely something that's being offered here that's going to help. Temperance, the Star, love that, and Ace of Pentacles. Look at that, amazing. Here's the miracle unfolding. So here's so the Star and the Nine of Pentacles together is definitely some sort of wish fulfillment here. Like something is being handed to you by the universe. And look at this. So you have, in both these cards, you have the Hand, which is kind of like the universe or God, handing over something of value, handing an opportunity, handing something that's amazing. And like in this card, in the Four of Cups, this person is just kind of like ignoring it or doesn't see it or is being stubborn about it. Like they'd rather focus, even though something good is happening, they're kind of focused on what they don't have or what they lost or all the negative things going on. But in reality, like this is something pretty big. It could be life-changing. It could be a completely new door opening up. But I feel like you just have to trust here, whether, you know, put yourself in however this applies to your life, your situation. If you're dealing with someone like this, I think you just have to trust it's all going to, you know, go as planned. You're going to move forward in a good direction together. But it could be a little, you know, wonky for a little bit, because they're kind of in this mood, or they're kind of going through something here. But if that's you, if you kind of feel like you've been in that energy of kind of the Debbie Downer, like, because wherever you're at in your life, maybe you're kind of, you know, maybe you need the time to kind of pout about it or feel like down about it. But definitely it's like getting back up on the horse, and that's going to happen this month. You're going to get back on the horse and you're going to move forward, and everything's going to work out, and the uncertainty is going to be behind you, and you're going to get what you want from something. So this is really interesting. Again, this is kind of similar to the reading for the weekly read for the first week of July. So I would go back and watch that as well, and maybe that'll give you some more insight about this, but it was very similar. Virgos. Do I want to clarify anything? What's going on with this Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups? Let's get a little bit more of this here. Two of Wands and the Page of Cups. So it could be around making a decision, and they're kind of dragging their feet. Like, oh, I don't know, indecisiveness. Okay, so there's definitely a decision that needs to be made, and there is a lot of indecisiveness here, and it's around the uncertainty right now. But maybe something didn't work out in the past, but you know, again, there's something here about there's endless possibilities right now, and it's time to open yourself up that anything and everything can happen right now. I need to write a note down to remember about the title of this reading, because I always don't do that, and then I forget and I have to watch the video again. So anyways, but also someone's offering some help. Like I said, there's some help in helping with this offer, this decision here, and support and help. So if someone's like, well, I don't know what to do because I don't know if I can do that, but it's like there's a lot of support right now, and whatever you decide and move forward in that direction, it's about just taking one step at a time right now. But I do feel like there's going to be a lot of help and support, and everything's going to work out. I just want to see, what's this Ten of Swords about? Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely worried. Yeah. So, it's exactly what I said about the family ties here. So, there's some family tie to this. So, this could be just family, ancestral karma, family trauma. of, like I said, different themes of betrayal or loss, lies, deception. So, and this has been embedded and caused a lot of pain for you. And I feel like it's really deep and really repressed here. And it definitely has caused a lot of your personality, how you respond to things. Like if you deal with anxiety or worry a lot, that's where it's tied to. So if you're in a situation right now where you're starting to worry or having anxiety about, if it's money related or family, I definitely feel like things are going to work out. But there is some reflection here. There is some reflection. So this situation is reflecting back to you something that you need to see within yourself and change and shift. There's some shift that needs to happen internally too. So if you're just waiting for life to drop something in your lap without shifting your thoughts or your intentions or your patterns, that has to shift. Okay. All right, Virgos, I think I'm going to leave you with that. Good reading here. I'm starting to feel like the star, like this wish fulfillment in July is going to be a theme. I'm already seeing this. And support. So we have wishes unfolding, but we also have a lot of support. People supporting, energy support this month. So the combo is going to be great. All right. Well, you guys have a great month. Hit that like button and subscribe, and hit the bell to make sure that you're notified when I post videos. But other than that, I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now, Virgos.